Hey everyone, it's Melissa. Today's video is about me wanting to buy a palette or wanting to get a palette for Christmas that I thought was so pretty. It's a Huda palette. It is the Huda Naughty Nudes eyeshadow palette for $67. I thought, that's just a beautiful palette. If I was out shopping, I'd look at that palette and want to get it. And then I really got to looking at it and I thought, now wait. Some of these colors I wouldn't even wear. Some of them are really, they're unusual colors. There's swirls. There's Flower Power that's kind of a gold and white swirl. There is Hard, which is a gold and kind of a brown swirl. And then there's one called Slippery that's like little balls, kind of like little balls of color, sparkly color, all mixed together. I would have been interested to see what it looked like in person, but I don't think I would have worn it. It's just real glittery. So I figured there's about 5 eyeshadows in there I would like. And I'm really attracted to those colors. So I thought maybe I'm so attracted to them because I already own them. So I started looking around and I blew up each color that I would use. And then I went through what I had and held it up to it till I found a match to it of the colors that I already had. And I did this look right here. So what I will do is, as I'm putting on these colors, I will show you the original on this palette and the color that I came up with from what I already have that I thought matched it the best. Now I'm holding it up to a computer. I'm not going in person and looking. So I don't know how it would actually match as well in person, but from what I'm seeing on the computer, I'm happy with the look that I created. So I guess that's all that matters. I feel like now I own this 67 Huda Beauty palette without actually going out and buying it or ordering it online and having it sent to me. I have to say, this was not the video I was going to put up today. I had shown on Instagram my mantle that I made above my fireplace, and I made it, real lush and added fruit and all that kind of stuff. And so I filmed it, but I ran out of room on my computer and I started deleting things and I accidentally deleted it. So what I might do is show you if I get time, if there's enough time here today, I will, at the end, I will show you that mantle and kind of explain how I did it, and so that you'll know the steps that I followed. So, and I think I am going to make some wreaths out of fresh cranberries and spray them, so I might show that too. So I'm just all Martha Stewart going on here. I've been cooking and everything. So anyway, thank you for watching. Okay, I've got the palette right here on the computer enlarged and I'm sure I'm centered. And so I'm going to try to recreate it. Now the first color on my lid that I would start with, yes, it would be Irresistible. And to me, the one that is the closest to Irresistible is this one from Anastasia Beverly Hills. It is Pink Champagne. So I am going to do Pink Champagne instead of Irresistible. Now I like to put kind of an off-white color on my brow bone and kind of on the inside of my eye here, because that's where the darkness is, inside my eye. This palette doesn't have one that I would use. Nope, doesn't have one I would use. So I'm going to go to Beverly Hills again and use, I think this one is Nude, but just any off-white color, just that one's Nude. Okay, now for a transition color, I would use, if I had this palette, Juicy. And so what I found was in my Stila Perfect to Me, Perfect to You palette. That's a pretty palette. I got the medium tan color, and there's a blush in there called Mysterious. Right there. That matches that color real well. Pretty, pretty color. Okay, the next color that I was going to use, that I would use, would be Untamed. And the color match that was the prettiest for, the closest color match for it was Urban Decay, you know, holding up to the computer, Urban Decay Devlish. There. Okay, outer corner, I would go with Spicy. That's a deep, deep burgundy color. And the one that looks the closest that I have is from the Pretty Vulgar Phoenix Rising palette and Fly By Night. Really deep purple, just like that one. So I'm gonna use it in the outer V. So the color that I would go underneath my eyes would be Naughty. And it's kind of a brownish, purplish medium kind of a color. And so the color that I thought was the closest that I had was Red Earth from Beverly Hills. I said Beverly Hills, Anastasia Beverly Hills. Okay, so I'm going to go underneath. I'm going to try to look up just so you can see. Because when I look down, you can't see. I'll look in the viewfinder. I'm going to finish up, put on my eyeliner and mascara. I'll be right back. Okay, so this is the finished look. I have to say I am proud of myself for not spending $67 and just trying to duplicate this palette myself, the colors that I would use. And it feels like I have a brand new palette just by using these particular ones. I can keep them either stacked up, or if I even wanted to, I could take them out and put them in a Z palette. But yeah, I'm very satisfied that I don't have that I have this instead. So thank you. And I wrote it down, the order, and I wrote down the colors that I used instead. That will help me to always remember. So thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it so much. Talk to you all soon. I will talk to you all in a couple of days. Love you all and take care. Be safe. Bye-bye. So here is my mantle. And what I did was, and I'm actually going to add some more to the wreath above it. But what I did was, I took the basic, it's Grandin Road. It's the wreath. I'll link it, the wreath that they have. But it, you know, it has branches that come down like that. I think it's real pretty. So this is the slick wood mantle. And so it kind of, everything falls forward. So what I did was I took those white plastic command hooks. I put one right here and one right here with the hook facing this way. And then I hooked it on each side. And then I took a bunch of fake fruit. I think I got it at Walmart years ago. And I put little sticks in it. You can buy these little sticks with wire attached to it. They're little Florist sticks with wire attached to it. and I would just stick it in the fruit, and then I attach it to some of the greenery. Some of the fruit I just kind of laid up there. Some of it I attached with the little picks. It just depends on if it would stay or not. And then I put some pine cones on, and I just put some different places, just kind of to put them on there. And I tried to make it real lush. Before I did that, I had some other greenery. So I started out with the basic greenery, and then I added other greenery. This is some cedar that has been preserved over the years. I think they did it. I can't remember where I got it. It's been 20 years ago, but it still smells good, and I use pieces of it year after year. So I took the basic garland, and then I put greenery in it, and then I put pine cones in it, and then I put fake fruit in it to make it look kind of natural and kind of lush.